Music fans are insufferable. Well, some music fans are, I'm gonna correct myself here, but most aren't, like you. Hopefully. Today I will talk about some types of insufferable music fans, starting with
Say Drake, I hate you like I'm young.
After the whole Drake beef and Super Bowl halftime show performance, it seems as if Kendrick has fully ingrained himself within mainstream culture, and I mean mainstream, as everyone from your fossilized grandfather to your unborn children have probably heard about it by now. You know what that means? A large number of new fans coming into the Kendrick Lamar fan base within the last year. Most of the people outside the 14 to 27 age range that is required to be in touch with what's currently trending according to TikTok. A lot of the new fans typically behave like people outside this age range in a bad way.
Elder millennial.
Y'all know that one video of this middle-aged woman making a skit about the halftime show with people in your family reacting to it, and it's just awful, cringe? This is what I'm talking about with the older ones, trying to appeal way too hard to the hip culture, to the youth culture, going up to people with a rock band t-shirt, skateboard on the back saying, "How do you do, fellow kids?" The younger ones, however, would be going around chanting mustard all over the place, unironically back in November and December of the big 24, and would be completely oblivious to their own surroundings while doing it. Family dinner in a public restaurant? Yes sir. Get the mustard chant out. In class? Mustard. While the IRS takes their parents' property away? Mustard. And a trend has still not died, although it's now being kept alive with people making fun of the trend, like this. Mustard, 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 mustard. Next, we got the classic rock purists. No, I'm not talking about 80s or 90s purists. That is a topic for another video. I'm talking about 60s and 70s purists. These are generally people who would only listen to the Beatles, Pink Floyd, King Crimson, basically any critically acclaimed band or musician that was popular in the 60s or 70s. These people do not like anything electronic about music. No beat boots, no synths, no stabs, no boop 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 bop, no nothing. They don't like any computer generated noise. So now you can guess how they feel now with how music has progressed throughout the years. But anyways, the older ones still probably own cassette tapes or something like that, I don't know. The younger ones who are like this, however, they would be whining and groaning about how they are born in the wrong generation because of their music taste. And although these people are less and less common now, I remember back in my day going on the top 10s as a guest user back when I was a little Timmy, and looking at all the lists, and it was just straight, "That's the mumble rap," which I will talk about later. I was born in the wrong generation. Like, dude, you're 13 years old. Get over it. Oi! You keep using technology that was still not invented back in the time period you're LARPing as to type your opinions out on the World Wide Web. You know what you can also do now that you can't do back then? Like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video so far, and make sure to hit the subscribe button with the notification bell too. Don't forget that notification bell so you won't miss a video. Anyways, back to the video.
Too much cap I'm hitting, too much like they're vetting. But no, Hammers. This one's before, let's play better. What the fuck?
Do not ever give these people aux. These would be the most tone-deaf people ever to walk the earth. They're constantly trying to force their schizo music taste upon everybody they meet. Like, I get it. I like Death Grips, and I like JPEG Mafia, and I like some other artists from that kind of sphere, but I don't want no love bumping in the whip when I got 3 normal people with me trying to have a fun day or a fun night and be happy, and you know what I mean. And this whole scaring the hose thing, I mean, really, why can't you stop the urge to pick up my aux and play Sad Pony Gorilla Girl by Juju with his dingling hanging out in the album cover in front of, I don't know, minors, women, normal people who don't want to listen to a whole ass schizo art project while riding in the car with 2 or 3 or more people. Now, this doesn't mean the music isn't good, in my opinion. It just means it has a time and a purpose. Sometimes the music can bump in the whip, but it depends. Do people in the whip like it? Do people actually want to hear it because they're curious? Does it match the tone of the whip? And a lot of these people think this is the funniest thing ever too. And you know what? These are the exact kind of people that threw glow sticks at Death Grips during that one concert. Anyways, I still do enjoy Death Grips and stuff like that, and I can say that not every Death Grips or other artists within that sphere of post-scaring music fans are like this. Most of them are really chill, but man, these goons be making me embarrassed for associating with them. Anyways.
Hey yo! Who would have thought that a white boy would bring hip-hop back? I'm a spiritual, lyrical individual, spiritual, miracle, lyrical individual, spiritual, miracle individual.
Finally, we got the people who just listen to real hip-hop. And by real hip-hop, they mean no autotune, no filters, just straight spitting into the microphone. And I'm not talking about old heads. No. A lot of them have taste. These are not old heads. They are new heads. The kind of new heads that thought death to mumble rap was cool.
Cool.
These people would unironically be going around thinking, I'm more crazy than a short lady, was a Sigma line, as the kids call it these days. But anyways, these people would just think fast rapping equals good. In that old school hip hop, they've only listened to these few artists on screen now. Not very often too. Needs to be revived. Showing these people rage or trap music drenched with autotune is like telling your overly political friend to listen to other people's opinions. They huff and puff and blow your house down with a wall of words fired out in rapid succession. But anyways, yeah, these people kind of trying way too hard to be cool to like the old heads while still not having their urge to listen to, you know, the old head music. Instead listen to YouTuber rap, gibberish spoken fast, I don't know. And they also think that Rap God is the greatest song of all time and really like Eminem. Anyways, thanks for watching. This is not completely representative of the people who I've talked about in this video, as some of them are not exactly like this. This is just to poke fun of the more annoying ones who are like this. And anyways, bye bye.